Hello everybody and welcome to Grandfantasia. This is an MMORPG that I've been playing for a few years, and I have had a lot of questions asked to me and have had to discover a lot of stuff on my own. So this is my character Prometheus and my guild Carnival Row. And first question I've had asked to me recently is, how do you get your sprite to be able to craft souvenirs? In one of the quest books, I don't remember which one, I think it's the Nia's quest book, but I'm not entirely for certain. There's a quest book that you can get that's called, when you do the quest, you'll get these two items. You'll get a sprite skill loss pill, which you can feed to your sprite to forget a skill. It just completely wipes it. Then if you use this book, the Sprite Travel, on your sprite, that will give your sprite a crafting thing to basically craft the souvenirs. And I think I have a souvenir equipped on here. I don't. But your souvenir goes here. And I will show you in a little bit what that is about. But for today, we're not going to worry about the souvenir crafting too much. We are going to look at some basics for the island. One of the primary ones is this fishing practice quest. Complete 15 rod pulls from a level 2 fishery. Alright, let's see if we have a fishing pole. We do have a fishing pole. My inventory is a mess, don't pay any attention to that. So, we will go here, go to Enter Island, and you go to your Sprite Island. You can also get a quest in your starting area like Blue Bay. I think you have to go to Blue Bay in order to get to your island. There's two sprites like right here that will give you that in order to get to your island. Now, in your main sprite, it'll open up this Sprite Island. This will tell your sprite's island's durability, and this will give your sprite experience. And you have to level up your island. You can do a lot of things. You can repair buildings with these mallets. See, earn 3 island experience. You can water crops. You can pretty much anything that you have to do. I've decorated for Christmas a little bit with this and these trees here, the Christmas trees. But yeah, for the fishing thing, the main thing you want to do is make sure you have a fishing pole with some durability. I need another fishing pole. And you have to go to Awe here and get gray moon trout. That is for one of Awe's quests. Just fish for the sake of fishing. Collect a gray moon trout. You don't have to do that for this, but I like to. If you want to get, that's an event. The best way to get island experience is to do those events. And you collect 3 of these small island guardian certificates. Trade 3 of those into Jeeves, who's over here, and you get island experience. But if you need to buy a fishing pole, if you don't have one, you can get this one here, which has 400 durability for 50 gold, or you can get this one here for 80 gold. But we're going to get that one. So, now, how do you go about doing it? This is a level 1 fishery right here. You get this basically from the moment you open your Sprite Island. When you get to level 3, you unlock the fishery interface, where you can put fry into there. So that's how you do that gray moon trout quest. That's how you start it. And right over here you'll see a blue trout appear. So we're going to do that. You can do automatic fishing, manual fishing. For this quest here, or for your daily, for this, you need to do manual, and you press the space bar to start it. It'll go up. When it gets into here, you press space bar. There'll be an exclamation point, and you just press space bar again. So you press the space bar to start it, space bar to hit that, wait for the exclamation point to show up. That'll tell you it's about ready. Then when it goes back through, press the space bar again. And there's the gray moon trout that shows you that you have 5 minutes to fish for these. I like doing the full 5 minutes so I can catch the gray moon trout, because not only for the quest you can get not only for that quest, which gives you the cloth, you can get island cooking materials that you will need for that, for the souvenir crafting. Shrimp and salmon meat you can get, and if I catch any gray moon trout here, I will show you what that is all about. So we're not getting any gray moon trout yet, but this manual fishing method is much better than the automatic. You get way more fish doing this manual like this. I usually get somewhere between 2 to 5 gray moon trout. I missed that one. It's not hard to miss. If you miss it, just reset it with the space bar and go again. There's a gray moon trout. That's what they look like right here, and their name is in blue. And when the time is up, this fish right here will disappear. That's how you know your time is up for the gray moon trout. So we'll just fish a few more times. We got another one. That's good. But yeah, as you can see, doing this method, I missed it. Doing this method, you get way more fish than you would get any other way. And this is the only way to complete that daily and get the experience from it, which we will see shortly as soon as we get that right there. Victory requires determination, never give up. You get 100 island experience. So that is a great way to earn experience for your island. I'm working on getting to level 4 because I want to unlock some more stuff for my island. Every level that you level your island up, you get slight expansions. I completely missed that one because of a lag spike, but that is whatever. This is the unique fish for Cord Island, Dragon's Armor Snapper, and they can have some good stuff. And in time, I will get into making gold from your island. Another rainbow ribbon, that's okay. I'm just going to go until this fish disappears. And like I said, 5 minutes. Everything on your island that you can get from Awe, where we bought the thing, oh, see, it disappeared. Now I won't catch any more gray moon trout. And to end, you just hit that. So this is a junk item. Let's see what we get. You right click these to open them. I got light feed. That's okay. It feeds your fish if you're growing fish. We got shrimp and a paint bucket. The shrimp is really good. Paint buckets you get a lot of as well. Okay, we didn't get much there. A couple potions, some junk items. Aha. We got a seaweed. That's a cooking item. And more junk items. You have to pay attention, because you can get dry seaweed or seaweed. This, I'll address this in a moment. And you get splendor potions. I have yet to figure out what they are for. I usually sell them. A bunch of you guys out there probably screaming, don't sell those. Those are so good. But we got another seaweed. A couple potions. Blah, blah. This is one of the ways you can make money on your island. You can get a unicorn mount from this. And to use this, you just right click. And it opens. I got a Master's Repair Mallet. These are pretty good. If your island gets down to 0 durability. Right here, durability. You can use one of these Master's Repair Mallets that will fill your full durability for your island. Oh, also, let's see. These are your island buildings. And you can unlock different styles. I have 2 other styles. Your rustic town style is how your island starts. Level 2 you get this, level 3 you get this one. And you just change the style here. But you won't be able to see it because I have stuff here. So, I'm going to look at my archive. And I have quite a bit of stuff in my archive I've been collecting. Island decor. Like if you want to change something. I did have this set in. As you can see, the bamboo forest. Blah, blah. I have that set. I have that part set up. Okay. That, I believe, is a lighting. So if we find out what our lighting is, I'm going to leave that for the moment. We're going to go back to the island fishery. Alright, now, I don't need that. I need this. And my bag. Now if I take this and drag that over the lighting, you see the candles here. Watch these candles. These are your island decor buildings. I can put that in and it changes. Just like that. That's how you do island decor. And you do have to wait. So now if I go and look at it, island equip, you have a cooldown thing. You see it going. Okay, that is that part of it. Archive. As far as I know, all of, well, I have that treasure already, so I'm just going to put that down here and save that. Go to Awe. I'm going to sell the junk, what I consider junk. Now, other parts of your island. That is for your fishery. This is for your farm. I have some here. These are for your ranch to raise animals. You open one slot for animals at level 3. And your map, I believe you open your mine at level 2. So you can buy all that stuff here. It's cheap, 2 silver. And it takes 5 minutes for everything to do it. Some things like the map can complete earlier. Collect your daily repair materials so you get more hammers. And what I like to do is collect daily divination material. It gives you an alchemy clay, as most people in the game call it oak clay because it says oak clay. And here's your alchemy thing. So you can tell it to do it by clicking the oak clay. It uses it. It can come back with an item. See, we've got deep skill stone. I'm just going to do it again. You can get animals for your island. I got Sapphale's Hearts of the Sky. And round 3 comes back. Gives me some lost powers. If I go for round 4, it came back. Awesome. I got a mask bundle pack. That is tempting to keep, but I'm just going to roll it. And I got experience for reaching tier 5, and he failed. That's not too big a deal. For a free oak clay, I got some experience. That is awesome. So that's one way I like to use that. Now, if you talk to this dude here, you can enter your Sprite Model Museum. And it takes you to this place. This is where you can collect models of things that you've killed in the world. Like Nazarudin here. Big bony skeleton in Scorching Wind Desert. Some bears. I've got some other statues up. Dolly here tells you how many points you have. I have 34 points. All these ones that are lit up are the ones I've collected. You can collect more than one of them. I've got 2 of that guy. And yeah, I've been trying to collect statues, but statues are not easy to collect. They're not super difficult to collect either. Anything that is named in the world. For instance, Rubus from Prairie Cave, your first dungeon. You can get all the boss statues from that. I've got 2 of Omudo. I still need to get Greed and Antaria. And from Forbidden Mine, which is Condemned Mine in Steam Mine Mountain, I believe. Echo Cave, blah blah blah, all the way up to Old Siwa Island. I got the Grand Baron, etc., etc. So that's where you get your statues, how you can tell which ones you have and how many points you have. Now, points are interesting for Little Cherry here. See, I can get 2 gift packs with 40 Guardian points. I don't have 40 points. I do have enough to get that one. So, and when you get that, you get a status full of joy. And you also get the gift pack. And here you can get a lot of different things. Is number 1 right there. Number 1, you can see island building in the dilapidated style. That is this style. I've gotten a couple of them. And there's a few. I'm still trying to get the ghost house and the parched fountain. So let's see what we get. Oh, we got one. Actually got one. Look at that. That is what you call YouTuber's luck right there. And you can just put them in and add them to your collection, to your archive, and it's right there. So that just goes to prove that you can get island buildings from that. I've gotten a couple others, as I said. But there's that. And just to leave, you go back to this glowing circle. It brings you back here, which is basically the main part of your island. One other thing I want to talk about real quick today. Your island cooking. This guy standing right here next to Jeeves. Jeeves is your main dude for your island. This is where you turn in those guard certificates. These things, but you need 3 of them. You can move to the street sign. You can leave. Open Sprite interface. This is where you choose what sprites you want on your island doing what. Like, say, for instance, this is my farm. Farm speed bonus. Work sprite. Can I? I'll be darned. I can do that. This is the first time. I did not know you could do that. So I'm going to set some of these guys here. 8%. Miracle Sprite Springs. I don't have a lot of sprites released. Yeah, I don't have that guy out either. I can do that. That's 10%. I did not know that. Whoop, what did it say? Working times of the altar sprite has not been set. Cannot perform assigned task. 10. Sprites are going hungry. I did not know that you could do that. I don't know what it means. I don't know how you do it. But apparently you can do that for everything. So if somebody knows how to do this part of it, let me know. Work hours, drag the sprites from altar management, complete the work bonus. Consumes amounts of magic honey. Yeah, that is cool. I did not know you could do that. I don't know how to do that. So, there we go. You learn something new every day. I'm going to have to play with this and figure out what I can do. But yeah, that is that. So, and here is where you... What is island cooking? You can take ingredients that you raise here and cook them. Go to island cooking, it brings this up. And if you take something and put it in here, it does the beep if you can't do it. And yeah. So, like for instance here, potato stew. I'm going to focus on that one. We need potatoes, shrimp, and mountain goat meat. So for the potatoes, you can grow these white seeds, the old tree seeds that you buy from Awe over here. You plant those in your farm. You grow potatoes, etc., etc. I'll show you how to do that. Which you probably know how to do that. So if you know how to do some of the rest of this stuff at your island, you can basically just skip it from here. Open your island interface, take your seed, drag it, drop it in there. And you will see over here that I have a plant growing. And here's the time that you have left. So like I said, everything on the island takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes for these, 5 minutes for these, 5 minutes for these, 5 minutes for these. But you can grow 4 crops at the same time. Here is your ranch sprite, which open your ranch management, and you drag one of these in. Like that. Then when you have collected stuff, open your island resource box and it will be in here. And you collect your stuff from here. You can unlock more spaces with bank keys and bags, but I don't worry about it because it's not too big of a deal. And your mine is... Use my mount to get up there a bit quicker. Okay, we can shut that down. But yeah, as you'll see now, this is completed. And you can complete that multiple times per day per character. Your mine here is a bit different. You just take your map, drop it on there. And there you go. Your map also has a progress. And like I said, this is how you can start encounters. You can get different things. Your island can drop things like seeds, more hammers, more water. This guy should be going into the next phase pretty soon here, and I will show you that. So we'll just sit here and we'll wait for him to get there. And there are different maps and stuff. You get a map of the coal mine, semi-precious stones. These are good because this map, this takes more than 5 minutes. These ones do. These ones take hours. But you can get an experience item to upgrade your salvaging and your mining. See, completing the mining process. Place the map in the island mine interface. The mining process will have a chance to grant an experience item to upgrade a sprite's salvaging skills. Completing the mining progress may grant an experience item to upgrade a sprite's mining skills. I use a lot of the essences from the island. And see, now with this one, it's complete. And down here, adventure has already ended. We didn't get anything for that one. That's not a big deal, but if we did, it would show up here. So now, let's go back down and check on our farm, and I will show you that process. There's another. I call them light balls, orbs. Another basic seed, punk boar egg. All the animals come in eggs for some weird reason. And we got an animal that we can grow over here in our ranch. So let's look at this. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. This is grown. We'll harvest that, and it tells you down here what your potential crop is. So pay attention to that line. And funny old tree, vegetable, and fruit harvest bag. Go to your island resource bag. You can get that out. And this one has the potential to give us rice or potatoes. And I got a hammer. You don't always get the rice or potatoes. You can get the hammers, you can get the paint buckets, and I believe that's about it. I toss the junk away. Some people would say never toss anything away, sell it, but it is what it is. Let's see if our chicken is done. Mysterious cluck chicken matured. You can get chicken meat or eggs. At the moment, I'm trying to get more eggs. And mysterious cluck chicken matured. Mysterious cluck chicken. You see the difference? That one says matured. So you can right click it and it gives you a paint bucket. That's about my luck for those. So that is pretty much how you do your basic island stuff. Leveling and things of that nature. To trigger events, you can look for those light balls like this one here. Attack them. You have a chance of starting an event. And you complete the event, you'll get a ding. And no, I don't care about that. These will be in your mailbox. That got very close and personal. So that is basically a lot of your basics for Sprite Island. So I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see something else, let me know in comments here or in game. You can message me in game if you want to play. And until then, have fun on your Sprite Island, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.